There is a moment that changes everything. You go to stand up from a low chair, and your legs hesitate, just for a second. But you feel it, and quietly you wonder, when did this start? That small moment matters more than most people realize. Because after 60, your legs are not just carrying your weight, they are carrying your independence. Your ability to walk to the kitchen without thinking about it, to step outside when the weather is nice, to play with your grandchildren without worrying about your knees. Everything you do in a day starts with your legs. And here is something that might surprise you. In Japan, seniors in their 70s and 80s are still climbing hills, still squatting down to tend gardens, still walking through markets for an hour without sitting down once. This is not genetics. This is not luck. It comes down to how they move. Small, quiet exercises built into daily life. Nothing fancy, nothing extreme, just consistent, gentle movements that keep the legs strong year after year. Today, I want to share 6 of those exercises with you. They require no equipment, no gym, no special clothing. You can do most of them while waiting for your tea to brew. But do not let the simplicity fool you. These movements work in ways that matter deeply after 60. And by the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to begin. Let us start. The first exercise is something so simple, you might almost dismiss it. Please don't. It is called heel raising. In Japan, elderly women do this while standing at the kitchen counter. Men do it while waiting at the bus stop. It has become part of the rhythm of daily life, almost invisible. You stand near a wall or countertop. Place your hands lightly on the surface for balance. Then slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels off the ground. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower back down gently. That is it. But here is what is quietly happening inside your body. Your calf muscles, the ones in the back of your lower legs, are responsible for pushing blood upward from your feet back to your heart. When these muscles weaken, circulation slows. And when circulation slows, everything else starts to follow. Fatigue, swelling, stiffness, a heaviness in the legs that was not there 5 years ago. 20 slow repetitions, 2 or 3 times a day, can begin to reverse that cycle. Morning, midday, and evening. Less than 5 minutes total. Most people notice their legs feel lighter within the first 2 weeks. Here is something worth thinking about. When was the last time you actually felt lightness in your legs? The second exercise comes from an unexpected place. Sumo wrestling. Now, before you smile, let me explain. In Japan, a simplified version of a sumo stance is widely taught to seniors in community centers. It has nothing to do with fighting. It is about the hips. You stand with your feet wide apart, toes turned outward just slightly. Hands rest on your thighs. Then you gently make slow circles with your hips. 10 in one direction, then 10 the other way, like stirring something slowly with your whole body. This movement targets the muscles deep inside your hip joints. These are muscles that most Western exercises completely ignore, but they are essential. Every time you take a step, sit down, or turn in bed at night, your hips are doing the work. When those deep muscles weaken, the knees start to hurt, the lower back begins to ache, and walking becomes something you think about instead of something you just do. If you are still watching, type 2 in the comments. Just the number, nothing else. The third exercise is one you can do sitting down, and for many people it becomes a favorite. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, back supported. Now slowly straighten one leg out in front of you until it is level with your seat. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower it back down gently. Repeat with the other leg. This movement strengthens the quadriceps, the large muscles on the front of your thigh. These muscles are the reason you can climb stairs. They are the reason you can stand up from a toilet without grabbing the wall. And unfortunately, they are among the fastest muscles to weaken after 60. I want to tell you about a woman named Yoshiko. She is 74 and lives alone in a small apartment in Nagoya. 2 years ago, she could barely get up from her dining chair without pressing both hands on the table. Her daughter was worried. A neighbor who taught gentle exercise classes at the local community hall invited her to join. Yoshiko started doing seated leg extensions every morning while watching the news. 10 on each side. That was all. Within 3 months, she was standing up from her chair without thinking about it. She told her daughter, "I did not get younger. I just stopped getting weaker." That distinction matters. The fourth exercise is one that many Western doctors have told people to avoid. But the Japanese approach it differently. It is a modified squat, not deep, not fast, not painful. You stand near a counter or the back of a heavy chair. Holding on with both hands, you slowly lower yourself a few inches, by bending your knees as if you are about to sit down. Then you stand back up. That is the whole movement. You go only as low as feels comfortable. For some people, that is just 3 or 4 inches. That is perfectly fine. The depth does not matter nearly as much as the consistency. Doing 5 gentle squats every morning does more for your legs than doing 20 deep ones once a week. What makes this movement special is that it mimics real life. Every time you sit in a car, lower yourself into a chair, or bend to pick something up, you are squatting. When you train this pattern gently and regularly, daily life becomes easier. Not harder, easier. Have you noticed certain movements becoming harder in the last year or two? Not painful necessarily, just slower. The 5th exercise might be the most important one on this list, and it looks like nothing at all. Single leg standing. You stand near a wall, shift your weight to one foot, lift the other foot just an inch off the floor, and hold. That is it. But inside your body, something remarkable is happening. Over 200 muscles activate at once to keep you balanced. Your brain is sending rapid signals to your legs, ankles, hips, and core. It is not just a balance exercise. It is a full nervous system workout for your lower body. Most people can hold this for only a few seconds at first. That is completely normal. With daily practice, you will reach 30 seconds, then a minute. Japanese seniors often practice this while brushing their teeth or waiting for rice to cook. It becomes a habit, not a chore. And here is why this matters so much. Falls are the single greatest threat to independence after 65. Not because of the fall itself, but because of what happens after. The recovery, the fear, the loss of confidence. This one exercise, done for 30 seconds on each leg twice a day, quietly builds the kind of stability that prevents those falls from ever happening. If that part made sense to you, type 4 below. Now the 6th and final exercise. The one Japanese physical therapists consider the single most effective movement for leg strength after 60. It is called Tachi Sawari. Stand and sit. You sit in a chair with no armrests. Cross your arms over your chest, lean slightly forward, and stand up using only your legs. Then slowly sit back down. That is 1 repetition. This is not a complicated movement, but it may be the most powerful one you ever learn. Because every time you stand up from a chair without using your hands, you are lifting your entire body weight with your leg muscles alone. You are training the exact movement pattern you need most in daily life. Start with 5. Add 1 more each week. There is no rush. The Japanese approach is never about speed. It is about showing up, day after day, quietly, consistently. And here is something beautiful about this exercise. You will feel yourself getting stronger. Not in a dramatic way, not overnight, but one morning you will stand up from your chair and realize you did not even think about it. Your legs just did it. And in that moment, you will understand what all of this has been for. These 6 exercises are not magic. They are not a cure. They are simply what happens when you give your legs a reason to stay strong. A few minutes each morning, a few gentle movements built into your day. The same approach that has kept Japanese seniors walking, climbing, and living independently for generations. You do not need to start all 6 tomorrow. Start with 1, the one that felt right while you were watching. Do it for a week, then add another. Your legs carried you through your entire life. Now it is your turn to take care of them. If any part of this video felt helpful, I would love to hear which exercise you want to try first. Leave a comment below. I read every single one. And if you would like more videos like this, subscribing takes just a moment and it helps me continue making these for you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.